Hey guys, how's it going? Swayze is here. Good afternoon. It is the 1st of the 6th, 2023, 17 minutes past 1 in the afternoon. Happy 1st of June to everybody. Hope everyone's well. Disclaimer, no investment advice. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Do your own research. Seek the advice of accredited professional individuals and organizations before considering any security, stock, crypto, asset, any sort of investment vehicle. Just seek advice, and please, guys, please be careful who you trust out there. I'm not saying don't trust me. I mean, don't trust anybody, right? Do your research, right? That's what I'm saying, guys. It's dangerous. There's a lot of sharks, especially in these very peculiar times that we're living in. This bear cycle has been horrendous. I mean, I was chatting with a pal of mine the other day, and he was telling me that something like close to 50 billion quid has been liquidated out of the alternative investment market since that Ukrainian-Russian war started. You know what I mean? Absolutely horrendous, really. This is a follow-up to Prem, right? I think I've spotted some new levels. Well, not new levels, but I think I've spotted some levels of interest. And I just want to draw another idea within this larger idea, which I think will highlight some levels. So thanks for all the views on the video. The video's getting a lot of views. It's getting some decent analytics, even though I uploaded it like gone 3 in the afternoon. Strange time a couple of days ago on the 30th. What day was that? The 30th. Let's have a quick look. Was that Friday? Last Friday. Yeah, so strange time to upload a video, but I had a massive rest from Twitter, and I'm still like very part-time compared to what I used to post like. But I'm not invested in Prem, okay? I don't have any investments in it. I'm not part of any pump and dump groups or anything like that. I'm not shorting it. I'm not selling it. I've not got any financial dog in the fight whatsoever. I simply love drawing charts and seeing the way that price moves. I've got a private Discord. Let's just jump back, right? There's a couple of interesting things that I just wanted to expand upon very briefly. So this is my private Discord, right? Swayze's Charts. We've got just under 200 members. We're nearly 3 years old now, which is fantastic. In August, the Discord will be 3 years. So not bad, eh? Not bad considering I'm meant to be a scammer, a liar, a vagabond, and I'm just out stealing people's money. According to some trolls and some members of some pump and dump groups that will remain unnamed. But, amazing how these people are anonymous online. They never come out and tell anybody who they are. By the way, my name's John Swarbrick. Search Swayze's Charts Limited, Company House. Nothing to hide. And it's all online, you know what I mean? That's my name, John Swarbrick, a.k.a. Swayze's. Swayze's been my nickname for years. And that's who I am. I have nothing to hide, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not hiding behind an anonymous Machiavellian troll demon account, like quite a few of them seem to be. But they're the experts, right? They're the people, of course, like jump to places like this, and there are obviously genuine people on the on forums like this, but then you've got other arseholes who will remain nameless that are pumping things like, COD, for example, and trying to de-ramp Prem and trying to do all sorts of nefarious mind control games on other people. Tossers like this that will remain anonymous, right, with the little pump and dump crews. But there you go. Let's just jump back to the chart. So, yeah, if we look at the 5th of January, February, March, April, the 5th of April, I uploaded some levels for Prem, right? So, do you see, this is another version of technical analysis. This is like a gap fill, this large arc here. It looks like a big bowl almost. And I identified some key levels of resistance. And this is when price was like, what, 0.874. So I was like, yeah, I thought it's going to a penny, and I think it'll retrace at a penny. And then I drew this chart on the same day. And this was pretty bang on, really, this channel on the daily chart, as we can see. And price, if we jump to the chart, pretty much did that, guys, right? I micro adjusted it recently, but price came up expose this market structure with this channel that I drew, and then going back to the 25-minute podcast I did a couple of days ago, late last week, prices sold off, right? Appears to be finding some source of support. But I think there's another channel idea that we need to be aware of, right? So anyone that knows anything about drawing channels, the touch dominant trend line, if you're drawing a channel, and yeah, of course there's other methodologies to technical analysis, but let's just keep it super simple for today. There's no point in trying to let the ego take over and show everyone how amazingly intelligent you are, you know, with your Star Wars type charts and your Fibonacci replacement tools and all these indicators. And this is my issue with indicators, right? EMAs aside, as guides, EMAs are very good guides, but the problem with indicators, in my opinion, right, in my own opinion, is if everyone's using the same indicator or the same system, isn't everybody going to get the same result? And if everyone's getting the same result, how are you going to make any money out of the markets? Because if everybody goes the same way, you're going to lose, aren't you? Because statistically speaking, even if you're looking at, like, say, statistics of a day trader, for example, or a short-term swing trader, there's the 90-90-90 rule, right? So 90% of traders will lose 90% of their account within 90 days. So if everybody thinks that they've got the next best indicator, which is supplied for free of charge by people that offer this kind of software, you know, like a lot of brokers now offer their own software and charting software and hundreds and hundreds of indicators, just like TradingView, you know, hundreds of, if not thousands of indicators. If everyone's using the really popular ones, how can the majority win? That's my point. But anyway, I digress. Right, guys, I think we're in this smaller channel, right? So price moves like channels within channels within channels. Sometimes even more channels within channels. But just for illustration purposes, this is the existing macro idea that I drew as per my video, what next for Prem, like a couple of days ago, late last week, right? And thanks for all the views on that. Okay, so this is how I see the macro action. Macro means big picture. And look, this macro trend line that I drew goes back all the way to 2016. And then within that larger macro channel, we've got the smaller channel, all right, which emanated from, for maximum touches to make it a dominant trend line, 2019. And then I've just drawn, and then if we zoom into closer action, which is a tighter time frame, you can see that I've drawn this daily chart. So what I usually do sometimes, this is the touch dominant trend line idea, okay, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just macro adjust that, 6, I've got 1, 2, nearly 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 touches there. So 6 or 7 touches. And that's more than I can get on the other side, because I was doing the Blue Peter ears one I made earlier sort of things, right? So we clone that trend line, guys. We stick it here, okay? So there we go. By the way, what's it doing today? Price is currently down on the SP. It's down 1.59%. Current SP is 0.620. Volume, relatively low volume day for Prem today. It's having a bit of a rest, which is good. So we're just over 100 million in volume. Let's just jump to the 4-hour chart, guys, right? Right, see how that downtrend looks? It looks easier to understand now, okay? Because I was wondering where that support was coming from. So my previous video, I thought there's an area of support along the macro bottom trend line. And also I highlighted an area of support, if you remember, off a swing high, emanation of this swing high. I'm getting a bit of lag from going back to like March of 2022. So I've covered all that. If you haven't watched the previous video, please just jump to the links. And the video from December as well, 5th of December or whenever I posted it is there as well. So back to this 4-hour. So what we've got a channel within a channel within a channel. But there'll also be another channel idea here as well that we can draw. And we could draw that on the we could possibly draw that on the 4 hour as well. Let me just close LSE down. We could draw that on the 4 hour. It just depends how it is literally moving. But if you can see on the 4 hour, we've got on the 4 hour price, this candle appears to be closing over the 9, which is nice. Let's jump to the daily and let's just see. Okay, no problem. So the daddy of EMAs is currently being tested, which is the 200 EMA on the daily, right? That's your barometer of more of a long-term forecast, okay? And I love to draw my charts. I'll draw them 90% of the time. I'll draw my charts with the daily chart, and then I'll let it auto migrate to the 4 hour without many adjustments at all. Because I think then you get more of personally speaking, you get more of an honest chart. So the point of today's exercise, there's some levels, right? So let's just stretch out this chart again on the daily. Okay, and let's just put some prices in just to see where there might be some support and resistance. That's all I wanted to do. So let's just highlight this smaller channel. So we've got a level there. Okay, and let's just highlight some of these smaller levels where we think there may be macro support off the bigger swing, the bigger macro channel with support at the bottom of the bottom trend line idea to that larger super macro chart. Right, so there's some various levels that you can just put in. Anyone with these charting tools can just do that. Let's just get rid of that one, sorry. One sec, guys. I think I'm getting a bit of lag. I need to close a few programs down. Sorry about that. Right, okay, so what I'm saying is, right, if price wants to carry on moving up in the near term with Prem, I think we've got some resistance levels at like 0.693 looking at the chart, depending on how price approaches it. Of course, there's also, if it's in this more local downtrend, which it appears to be at the minute, price, of course, has also got the room to want to revisit these lower lows. And if you look at my previous video, I was explaining that we don't want to see price close really ideally below these levels on this macro idea that I drew. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, right, this is technical analysis only today, not fundamentals, as I've said in the previous video. You know, look, I'm not here to start talking about fundamentals or what my personal opinion is or any of that lot. I'm simply reporting back from the front line with my own system of technical analysis, guys. That's it. You know what I mean? It's up to you whether or not you want to listen or you agree or disagree. That's up to you guys. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is there's no need to, I'm not saying to the trolls out there with hidden agendas, they're obviously going to abuse because it's, they've got hidden agendas, right? You can't trust them. I'm not going to swear. You can't trust those guys as far as you can throw them. It's just the way that this game works, which is why technical analysis is a powerful ally, because when you've got ramp groups that are only allowing one-way traffic in the flow of information, whether it's ramp or de-ramp, it's a good idea to have tools to verify things. And we've got a track record of calling thousands of winners. It's not like I'm just making up some BS opinion. This system that I've got, we're nearly 3 years old and we've called a lot of winners. We don't always get it right, of course. No technical analysis system is infallible, right? But if you've got a system that you can integrate with strong fundamentals and a couple of people that you actually trust, you might be able to get an advantage, not financial advice. I simply love the way it moves on a chart. So then we've got like this little uptrend movement now we can see. This is called a pullback, right? So we've got a small pullback. So the immediate trend, sorry if I'm shouting, don't know why I'm getting excited. The immediate trend appears to be an uptrend, okay? The immediate trend appears to be an uptrend, okay? The immediate trend appears to be a downtrend, sorry. We've got a small pullback within this downtrend where price has obviously recently sold off from the resistance that obviously I saw a while back. I don't think I tweeted it because I've been given Twitter arrest, but I certainly made it available to my members and students within Swayze's Charts Discord. I deleted my Telegram group a while back. I had nearly 700 members, but it was becoming counterproductive, and it was only really serving egotistical purposes. So I got rid of it. Sometimes controlling toxicity, and just it was becoming toxic because of certain enemies that had embedded themselves within the group. So I had to, one of the reasons I just got rid of it, because I thought, you know what, sometimes no information's better than he had like 4,000 charts in there, but the trolls killed the Telegram group pretty much. But we're in a battle, we're in a war at the end of the day, and if anybody doesn't think they are in a war, they've no idea how this game really works. So look, next level of resistance, immediate level of resistance, if price carries on coming up. I mean, of course, price may want to reverse. It may want to reverse. It's at a critical juncture, right? Because look, price closed below the 200 EMA on the 25th, as we know, and it's not got back yet. And it's testing that 200 EMA today. So, it could go up, it could go down, it could go sideways. We don't know yet, right? We're going to have to see, based on obviously the fundamentals and stuff like that. But there's levels are always there for a reason. I just wanted to make people who are interested aware of them. I'm going to get off now. It's already going on longer than I wanted it to, this video. Just jump to the 4 hour like that. Look, if you find this information of interest, please give us a like, retweet, follow me on Twitter. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to me on YouTube. I'll embed the video in. Look, as always, guys, this is nothing personal. If you disagree, I'm not looking to trigger anybody. I'm simply sharing my ideas based on my system of technical analysis. All right, hope everyone has a great day. I'm going to get this uploaded, and if anyone wants a copy of the chart or whatever, just send me a DM, and I'll very happily send you some copies of the charts, no charge whatsoever. All right, take it easy, guys, and good luck to everybody out there.